Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause as we welcome the Yoruba bride.
My name is Olufolake Adeagun. Just like our MC said, when the police stops me and says, "What's your name?" Olufolake Adeagun. Then he goes, well, just make sure you drive safely the next time. Alright. So I'm a proper Yoruba woman. I'm from Bridal. Any Bridal person in the house? Alright. So I'm going to be presenting to you Yoruba traditional wedding. And just looking at this picture, you see that weddings in Yoruba land are a big deal. Look at the bride and the groom. They are so decorated. Look at this. Isn't this beautiful? Yeah. Okay, now. So there are people that are expected to be at a wedding, and it's a Yoruba traditional wedding. Of course, we have to have the bride, we have to have the groom, we also have to have the groom's parents, the bride's parents, families, friends, neighbors, co-workers, anybody you want to mention. And enemies. Is that all right? But also we have two different types of MCs. We have the one that we call, in my language, Alaga Iduro, the standing MC. And that's usually for the groom's family. They got to stand up because they're the one asking for a bride. And the second one is Alaga Ijoko, the sitting MC for the bride's family. Because now they're asking for our child in wedding. So my MC, as the MC for the bride family, can actually sit down. Do we understand that? Okay. All right, sorry. I just want to tell you that I teach, and sometimes I forget myself and say, do you understand that? Just don't mind me, okay? So there are 8 different steps to a Yoruba traditional wedding. The first step is called the welcome. This is the arrival of the groom's family, and that usually signals the start of the ceremony. Now, the groom's family are supposed to arrive on time. No African time, no Caribbean time, no all those time things. So they gotta be on time. Now, if they don't come on time, they can be fined, or they can actually send them back and say, we have nobody for you, even though the bride is probably crying in one little corner. Please don't send them back. So they actually come, and their MC, the Alaga Iduro, we actually introduce the family. And I have a picture for every slide to support that. And as you can see, this is the groom's family. They are coming, they are singing, somebody is beating the drum because they are so happy. They're going to take somebody's daughter to their family. Then the second step is the proposal and the acceptance. Now, if you look at these, we have 2 different letters. The groom's family, they'll present a letter saying, we want your child in marriage. And somebody in the family, we have to read the letter that this is what we are proposing. We want your daughter in marriage. And there's going to be another letter from the bride's family saying, okay, we accept, we're going to give you our daughter. And the third step is when we actually meet the groom. Now, the groom typically makes his appearance dancing with all his friends. All the friends, as whoever, enemies and friends, everybody will have to dance with him that day. And so when he dances, when he shows up, he proceeds to prostrate. That's what we call prostrate, meaning, in some culture we bow. But when we say prostrate, we mean, I wish somebody could do that for me. African ape. Can you please show this gentleman, ladies and gentlemen, how to prostrate properly in Africa? Yes, sir. Can we give him a round of applause, please? So the groom and his friends will go to the in-laws, their in-laws to be. They're going to prostrate twice in front of them. And the groom by himself will then go back and prostrate, and then the in-law to be will pray for him. Then after that, the groom and his friend will go and prostrate to his family. And it's only one time for the family. The reason is because he has always lived with them. He has always prostrated for his mom and dad. So he can always do one time. But for the in-laws, he's got to do 2 times with his friends. And the third time he has to do is when we actually meet the bride. Now, the bride is usually veiled. We don't want people to start looking at the face. No, the face is too precious for anybody to start looking. So we create, we veil the bride. And the bride makes her appearance, escorted by her friends who actually dance in with her. She doesn't go alone. All her friends will begin to dance with her. Then she comes and she actually goes to kneel in front of her parents first, because now they're going to let her go. So she goes to kneel down, and the parents will pray for her. And at the same time, she will go and kneel down for the parent of the future husband. And they also will go ahead and pray for her. And sometimes it's not compulsory. There's what we call filler. It's actually a hat, which I'm going to show right now. This is the veiled bride. These are two different brides. Look at this bride, beautiful. This one is also veiled. Now, this is not compulsory, but sometimes in this process, the bride will decide to put a hat on the husband's head, saying that I have accepted you, even though they've accepted before anybody knew about it. So I accept you. I can put a cap on your head. Then the next step, the fifth step, is called the blink face, or the blink please, or whatever. And it's basically when we say blink blink, what does that mean? We're talking about the ring. So this is when the Alaga Ijoko, the MC of the bride, now picks the gift on the instruction from the MC from the bride. We add the bride will now pick a gift. Now I'm going to show you different types of gifts. Look at this. Now look at all these gifts and another set of gifts. So from the instruction of the MC from the bride's family, the bride is going to go ahead and pick one gift. Now, if the family of the bride is Christian, if everybody there is a Christian, they expect the bride to pick what? The Bible. Now, the Bible is where the engagement ring is attached, somewhere in the Bible. And sometimes if they are Muslim, then they are expected to pick the Quran, and the engagement is also inside. And so when the bride picks the engagement, the Bible and the ring, he can decide to show off the ring. There's a phase where the bride actually shows off the ring. Let me show you. Now, if you look at this is the engagement ring. Now the husband gives it to the bride, and you can see the bride showing off the ring. As a matter of fact, we ask the bride to go from one table to another to show off the ring and tell all the people, leave my husband, it's my husband right now, you see the ring? Back off. Basically, that's what that is. And these are the required items. All those gifts that you've seen that I showed you, all these gifts. Now, these are all the required items. And this contains a lot of stuff. And so, that's not to scare you. Sometimes you can only buy what you can buy. Now, the next one is when we have the bride price. Now, when the Igbo people were presenting, they were talking about the dowry. It's a money that they pay for the bride. But the good thing about the Yoruba people, and that's why we are kind of, I'm not trying to be prejudiced, but we're kind of the best tribe so far. Because the thing is, if you look at this, they're giving the bride price, but we actually don't take it. We give it back to them. Can we clap for the Yoruba people? We give it back to them. We're not selling our daughter. We don't want you to turn around and say, well, I paid $200 for your dowry, so I have all the, whatever I want to say, I can say. No. Excuse me, like the MC said, his wife said, this is America, you're going to start doing the dishes, basically. So, we give the dowry, we give it back, all right? And the next one, this is the second to the last step, is when we actually cut the cake. This actually got introduced not too long ago. So when the engagement cake, we also call it akara oyibo in my language. is a symbol of happiness due to its rich and sweet ingredients. And so, the bride and the groom will cut the cake, and that gives opportunity to people to actually take